Do you feel like it may be a negative thing by any chance to promote gambling to especially, you know, a younger audience, considering the fact that it may cause them into signing up onto these gambling sites and becoming gambling addicts themselves?
I mean, as long as they use my code, I'm completely okay with it.
So you're okay with them developing a gambling addiction as long as it financially benefits yourself?
Look who's filming now, huh? Is it bad?
Oh, it's tripping, yeah.
Oh, how bad?
It was a good cut, actually.
So Jack Doherty crashed again, and it's worse than the first one. As you guys know, Jack Doherty crashed his McLaren just few months ago, which wasn't a normal crash, it was very deadly. The car was completely totaled, his co-passenger was bleeding rapidly, but Jack Doherty came out without a scratch. It was very surprising to be honest, cause the car looks pretty bad. But just 2 days ago he witnessed another crash, this time with his electric bikes, and you know it's Jack Doherty, so he was reckless, with no protective gear, no helmet, and after the crash he fell off from his bike, but this time he wasn't lucky enough, cause he got his head opened. He was bleeding from his head just like his friend did, and his arm was also bleeding. I guess the karma of hurting his friend strikes back right at him, so he's the one bleeding in this. He posted some clips of the bike on Twitter where we actually don't see the crash, but we can see before and after of what happened, and Twitter has marked it as sensitive content. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a publicity stunt, because after he was bleeding due to crash, and when he was in the hospital, he literally did live in the hospital, live on party.com at the hospital. Probably it was a stunt to make people talk about him again so that he can scam a little more people. Typical Jack Doherty, nothing surprising. And also recently a YouTuber named Packgod, who basically rap style roasts people live at their face, confronted Jack Doherty on everything he has done, from the OnlyFans drama to the recent crypto scam. The way he roasted Jack Doherty was crazy, but Jack Doherty clearly says that he doesn't care about people who follow him or any of his fans. He just cares about money and the business.
Business, dog.
And between every sentence he keeps on spamming "I'm just kidding" phrase again and again.
I'm kidding.
It was very annoying to hear, but the way Packgod humbled Jack Doherty was crazy. He made Jack Doherty suffer more pain than the recent motorbike crash. So hey, this is Mushroom. I talk about things going on YouTube because I love YouTube, and I just saw that only 0.6% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel, and the fact that EDP has more subscribers than me is crazy. Please subscribe so that we could surpass EDP. Let's directly begin with Jack Doherty's recent bike crash, which happened on 31st December, just before hitting the year 2025. Jack posted this on Twitter on 31st December, "Crashed my dirt bike, great way to end the year," where I'll just show the clip with blurs in it so that we follow YouTube guidelines. This is the clip.
Yes, I don't know. Am I bleeding bad? Look who's... Ow! Look who's filming now. Huh? Is it bad?
Oh, it's tripping, yeah.
Oh, how bad?
It was a good cut, actually.
It wasn't that huge of a cut, but it was dripping. The bleeding might have stopped in just few minutes. But the point is, even in the situation like this, he doesn't forget to flex his wealth. He literally says that it's his 10th bike this week, as if he has no other job than just crashing his bikes.
Man, my bike is fudged. It's the 10th bike this week, dog.
Yeah, Jack Doherty, we get it, you're wealthy. He was bleeding badly, so he tries to remove his shirt and cover his head where it was bleeding. A typical Jack Doherty move, because if you have watched Jack Doherty before, you know that he keeps on removing his shirt on every fucking occasion. Like even in the car crash, he removed his shirt on a busy highway, while like everyone were looking at him like who's this creep running around naked. It's so funny. Also, he keeps on touching his hair every other second, as if he's trying to harvest something in the junk.
Fuck, man. Why that have to happen, dog? Why does this always have to happen?
It always happens to you because you scam a lot of people and promote degenerate content to kids. The karma always strikes back and you're just paying for all the bad things you've done. Then he drives off to his home naked, wearing a freaking shirt on his head, looking like a douchebag, bleeding through his head. It's literally crazy to think about. Crashed my dirt bike, great way to end the year. Facing charges for your sins before the year ends is crazy. In the same post, he also pins a comment, live on party.com at the hospital. Typical Jack Doherty livestream he does, which makes me think it might be another crypto scam, so the crash might have been done because he wanted to get some attention. For those who don't know, Jack Doherty recently made a pump and dump scheme where he literally did a live stream on Twitter and scammed his audience literal 3 times. It has been talked about by a lot of YouTubers. The fact that people got scammed 3 times in a row is crazy. Like, first of all, who are his fans and why the heck are they following him? Even if you're following him, you know what kind of a person he is. Then why trust a person like him on something like crypto? Because we all know that these schemes are basically literally pump and dump, and it's always a loss for people who invest in it. Either way, after the crash, he also uploads this video right before I crashed my dude bike and went to the hospital, in which we can see him riding his bike and jumping through the roads. Man, the bike is really cool. I wish I had one. And it's crazy to see that he didn't get hit by any cars in the process. As you can see, there are a lot of cars over here. Man, life is so fun for rich people, but I still wouldn't want to be Jack Doherty because of how much he is hated. Also, I realized that Jack Doherty has a freaking community or subscription, which literally has like 8,000 subscribers. The minimum in this is $5, I guess. So he basically makes more than 40,000 with this one. He also gives away 10,000 if you subscribe to him, but I'm not sure if he does, because we all know what type of a scumbag he is. Also, if you didn't realize, the cameraman recording these clips is actually the same cameraman who Jack Doherty hurt in the last car crash. If you're living under a rock, this is when Jack Doherty overspeeds while looking at his phone while live streaming, and when he does it, the car hydroplanes and he has a terrible car crash. He doesn't get hurt in the process. He was removed by a guy who breaks the window and removes him out. He literally gives him $10,000 while recording everything with like 4 cameras.
Broke the window right here, right? I'm sorry for that you had to cut open your hand saving me, so I want to give you a little something to make it up to you.
Oh, thank you, man.
Of course.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No problem. It's $10,000.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, obviously Jack Doherty wanted to help him. That's why he's recording it and uploading it on YouTube. Either way, the point is he actually didn't get hurt. Rather, his cameraman got hurt, who was literally bleeding through his head. But instead of caring about him, Jack Doherty was literally giving him the camera to record. Like, he's bleeding and Jack Doherty wanted him to record everything. Like, that's a different type of carelessness. Even though he tries to compensate by giving him a jet ski, it actually doesn't feel genuine. Like, how would a jet ski fix something like an accident, which wasn't his mistake to begin with? This is just stupid.
No, it's a please don't sue me gift. What do you mean? I bought him the jet ski because I genuinely care about him and he's my friend. I'm not trying to dodge any lawsuits, like, right?
Guys, he's not dodging a lawsuit because I can buy about 40 jet skis with the amount of money I will get from him. So, thank you guys.
Bro, I thought we talked about this. You're not suing me.
Yeah, this just proves that almost everyone around Jack Doherty is just with him, just because of the money. Nothing he does to them actually matters until he's gifting them or paying them money. And the worst of it, Jack Doherty was literally recording his cameraman getting stitches in a freaking hospital. If I was Jack Doherty's cameraman, I would definitely have sued him. If he would actually sue Jack Doherty, I think he could get more money than the jet ski itself, so he's either stupid or is just loyal to Jack Doherty. But either way, let's come back to the point. In the recent bike crash, the rules are reversed. Even though the cameraman is still the one recording, but the one bleeding from his head isn't his cameraman, it's rather Jack Doherty. He definitely deserved it, and I think the cameraman was literally thinking that he got his payback while this accident happened. It's crazy how the rules are reversed over here. Still, Jack Doherty is so stupid to not wear a freaking helmet while riding something as dangerous as this one. These electric bikes are very light and are very hard to control, so wearing safety gear is always a necessity. Also, you might remember that I covered a guy tattooing KSI all over his body just so that he could get a call from KSI, but when KSI messaged him and told him not to do it, he still continued to do it. Basically clout chasing. Tattooing someone like KSI over your body is crazy, but still I think we can consider him a celebrity, or at least maybe a popular creator, because he makes videos, boxing, sidemen, and he also raps, I guess. Yeah, he at least does something. But can you imagine someone tattooing Jack Doherty on their body? Yup, a fan literally tattooed Jack Doherty over his body. Like, seriously, riding a popular creator goes crazy. People willingly do crazy shit just for some attention. KSI is still okay, but Jack Doherty, bro? Like, seriously, this degenerate? KSI at least has some popular music. What does Jack Doherty have? OnlyFans models? This is ridiculous. And KSI is just 3-letter word, bro. It's not even his real name. Whilst Jack Doherty is Jack Doherty's real name. Even if you're tattooing the name of your loved ones, you still wouldn't tattoo their complete name. This is insanity right here. Might as well suck Jack Doherty off over there.
Hi Jack, I wanted to show you this tattoo that I got of you. And I also have another one, a chlamydia tattoo.
Jack Doherty felt bad for him and wanted him to join a stream.
I just talked to Jack. You want to come back tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
And we can do some stream shit or something?
You know the situation is up when Jack Doherty feels pitiful of someone, because if you don't know, Jack Doherty doesn't actually care about his fans. He literally scams his fans and tweets that he doesn't care about anyone. This is insanely stupid. I thought my decision making is bad, but this guy's decision making, it's worse. That was about the crash situation and the riding situation, but now let's talk about the craziest of them all. The situation in which Jack Doherty was literally brutally roasted by a YouTuber named Packgod. Basically, Packgod is a YouTuber who interviews random some controversial people, like he has interviewed Bella the Wolf, who was very controversial at that point, and this OnlyFans girl, who promotes degenerate content to kids. Most of them are emo eagles who look very depressed and who look like they need mental help, but the Jack Doherty one is the craziest of them all. He makes Jack Doherty lose his sanity and keeps on spamming the same words again and again. The way he introduced Jack Doherty was also crazy.
I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with Jack Doherty, a man known for his multiple despicable scams, texting while driving, then crashing in a McLaren, pimping out 18-year-old girls to OnlyFans contracts, and then proceeding to promote them to his fan base of children, and much, much more.
Yup, that's exactly how someone would introduce Jack Doherty. He directly gets to the point and asks what's Jack Doherty's primary source of income.
So one thing that a lot of people were asking about that I'll just relay for you is your primary source of income. Where would you say you make the most amount of money on the internet? If you don't mind disclosing that. If you do, that's all.
I'm pretty sure you're digging for the OnlyFans answer. Not kidding.
Yep, he's just kidding. Obviously, he thinks a lot in this, but his primary source of income, as we all know, is from OnlyFans management, where he promotes new OnlyFans girls to various people and mostly kids. Of course, he directly doesn't promote it to kids, but the videos he makes, the editing style, the captions, the colors, and everything is just like Mr. Beast. And as we all know, Mr. Beast content is made for kids. This type of content is made to keep viewer attention, and mostly kids these days have an attention span of an ant. That's how we conclude that Jack Doherty promotes OnlyFans to kids. It's not like we're punching through air. It becomes very apparent and obvious. But let's see what Jack Doherty says. What is his primary source of income?
Your primary source of income. Where would you say you make the most amount of money on the internet? If you don't mind disclosing that. If you do, that's all.
I'm pretty sure you're digging for the OnlyFans answer. Not kidding, but obviously, it's not like, so that's not known. But yeah, a decent amount of my money comes from OnlyFans management and that side of things, but also a decent chunk of it, my monthly income comes from my own stuff. I have a kick deal, I have a gambling deal, I have a YouTube channel and a bunch of other stuff. So I make enough money, off just myself, but yeah,
Okay.
I also run a business because it helps me fund everything else I do,
As you can hear, everything he mentioned is actually degenerate. The OnlyFans content, the gambling, and also his YouTube channel, which has content which promotes like soft porn to kids. Basically everything he does is bad, and he literally tries to justify it. Next, Packgod confronts him on the gambling situation.
Absolutely, man. So I wanted to mention, I wanted to, talk on that fact. So you said you had a gambling deal. Is that what the website?
No, I was about to work with them, but I ended up just going with a different company. I literally just locked it in last week.
Awesome. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to get paid to stream yourself gambling, correct?
Basically.
Okay, and do you have some sort of code where like someone can sign up with your code and then you'll get a percent of that?
What are you, the feds?
I'm just wondering. Do you have a code? Because there's a lot of ethical issues people have with people.
No, I actually I don't have a code yet. We haven't even figured all that out yet. But it's more of like I just rock the brand. I don't even gotta gamble. I don't like gambling. I'm not really for gambling.
So why are you doing a gambling deal then? Because I'm
money. At the end of the day, we all do things for money. But
I know, but so you say you don't like gambling, but you're willing to do it just for money.
Yes, we all work for money, but that doesn't mean you do every possible thing which brings in money without considering if it's immoral or immoral. Promoting gambling to an audience is one of them. It's one of the most immoral things a creator could do to their audience. Gambling addiction could be very insane, which could ruin an entire family, and in some of the cases, people even commit suicides. It's not something you should be promoting just because it gives you money. You should know the consequences of it, which your fans are gonna face, and how it could ruin their entire life. Even though a lot of people may think that gambling is an adult's choice and he's entirely responsible for making any financial decision on his money. And as you know, Jack Doherty's audience are mostly children. They don't have financial knowledge and would listen to anyone, mostly their favorite creator, who I don't know why Jack Doherty is someone's favorite creator, but as you know, Jack Doherty's audience is basically children, and children are dumb. They have no financial knowledge. They also want to get rich with minimal effort, so they would pick a minimal effort thing like gambling or crypto, in which they lose a lot of money. In some or most of the cases, this money they lose aren't even their own money. It's their parents' money, which they steal or borrow in the hope that they would earn more money and return it back, but in the end lose all of it. This could ruin a kid's entire childhood and also may cause a lot of trauma, which will end up ruining their entire life. Of course, we can't consider Jack Doherty responsible for all of it, but you should be responsible that you're promoting these stuff to children. Also, Jack Doherty himself wouldn't gamble, so it's a no-brainer. But this is how Packgod further confronted him.
Do you feel like it may be a negative thing by any chance to promote gambling to especially, you know, a younger audience, considering the fact that it may cause them into signing up onto these gambling sites and becoming gambling addicts themselves?
I mean, as long as they use my code, I'm completely okay with it.
Look at this smile. This is a smile of shamelessness. A smile of a scumbag who doesn't care about anything other than money, and a smile of a person who has zero moral values. I feel no sympathy on him crushing his bike and getting hurt in the process. In the end, you just have to make the bag. That's all that matters, right?
Bro, I don't think I'm gonna be starting anyone's gambling addiction. I'm not going that deep into it, bro. I'm just trying to get a bag.
How does people like this even have a platform to be in? How are these even influencers? Why do people listen to these kinds? And why do they even have fans? You can see a shirt which is written "just kidding," which is a phrase he uses in almost every sentence, but Packgod asks why he's using this phrase, to which he doesn't actually reply. I mean, he was continuing his sentence and justifying his actions.
But if you get,
I mean, at the end of the day,
I'm just curious, why do you keep saying something and then saying I'm just kidding
you
after?
can't control what people do online. You know, if I'm gonna get someone if I don't get someone into gambling because of my videos, then someone else is gonna get that person into gambling.
Yeah, but you can influence what people do online, right? Like, you can influence someone. Like, somebody can be like, I'm Jack Doherty's biggest fan. I'm watching Jack Doherty gamble right now. This looks so cool. So now I'm going to go gamble myself. And I may be using money that I don't have because I'm not rich like Jack Doherty and I'm not playing with house money like Jack Doherty.
This is exactly what I said. People sometimes gamble with the money they don't even have. That's where the problem starts. And Jack Doherty also agrees that it's stupid to gamble.
I know not to gamble. Obviously, I have a lot of money and I don't gamble. Like, it's like
But
you just.
So you agree that gambling is
you
you think that gambling is a stupid thing to do, correct?
Sure.
So why would you willingly promote that to your fans?
What? Because why not? No, I'm kidding.
He does it again. He says I'm just kidding, but still doesn't answer why he's doing it when Packgod asked it, because he was still trying to justify his actions. You can see that Jack Doherty is trying to justify his actions, that he's doing it only for the money, and he's actually not influencing people to actually gamble. He doesn't like gambling and he's against gambling, but it directly contradicts his actions. Man, Jack Doherty is so dumb, or he thinks people are dumb who would listen to anything he says. After that, he continues to spit a stupid quote, which is a motivation to a lot of gamblers.
Like I promote. Do I not promote OnlyFans as well? Like, don't have me for that too, dog. I haven't even started this gambling thing yet.
Oh my. Well, maybe I'm trying to help prevent you from doing it. Maybe I'm trying to help you see some reason with the whole gambling thing. Just because I personally know people that have ruined their entire lives over gambling.
Trust me, I know too. I help people around me too that have the same problem.
I know, but you just. But do you see why that's so weird
though?
though?
Right back in once I get my code.
Yeah. Okay.
You just say 99% gamblers quit right before their biggest win, huh? No, I'm kidding.
This quote has destroyed a lot of gamblers' lives, but it's Jack Doherty, so it doesn't bother him, does it? After this just kidding,
No, I'm kidding.
Packgod confronts him and talks about the just kidding situation.
Joke, don't put that in there.
No, it's alright. Well, I mean, you're just kidding, right? So, I mean, how could anybody possibly fault you for anything you say if you're just kidding about everything you say, right?
Exactly, bro. Case closed.
I mean, where'd you learn that? Like, did you learn that from somewhere? Did you pick it up, or did you create that yourself? Did your dad say he loved you once, and then it just kind of went from there? Like, where'd you learn that catchphrase?
You know, he pulled the just kidding right away. I don't know, man.
The way Packgod confronted was crazy, and also the Jack Doherty situation with his dad is actually very bad, because his dad supports almost everything he does, even after him doing a lot of bad things. Just like Jack Doherty, until that bad thing's paying him, he doesn't care. This is his dad's reaction when Jack Doherty crashed his McLaren.
I'm sorry for crashing you in a McLaren gift.
That was nice, and most people think that you were on your phone and you weren't. You should play that whole video back and show people that they were wrong.
Yeah, everyone edited the clip. I wasn't on my phone.
You wasn't.
I wasn't texting anybody.
And a lot of people think you didn't check on your cameraman. But when you got in the accident, you were sitting right next to each other. You both could see you were okay.
First thing I did was check in with him.
Yeah.
And then we're just like, all right, how do we save our lives?
And then you both started filming. You recognized that not many people get to film that type of moment, so you both did it. You did the right thing.
Exactly.
For you haters out there.
That's right. That's my dad.
We all know, and we can clearly see that Jack Doherty was looking at his phone while driving. Either way, let's continue with Packgod. He then asks about Jack Doherty promoting OnlyFans to kids.
A lot of people have, some fault with you promoting OnlyFans to young children. What would you say to these people who say that, that's an irresponsible thing to do? Making videos for young children with editing that's stylized for young children, and then at the end of these videos, what you're doing is promoting pornography. What do you say to that?
business, dog.
Of course, it's a business to him and he doesn't care. And actually promoting OnlyFans to kids isn't that big of a deal to him. Like a lot of people do OnlyFans, so what's with him promoting it? The actual problem is that he promotes it to kids, and also the models he chooses are girls who recently turned 18, which just sounds so bad. Of course, he doesn't care about it.
No, okay, Jack, come on, man, come on. Just how about you just say it, but then stand by it. Just say it's just business, and then be like, it's just business. Just say just be like, look, I'm gonna promote.
Like, it's just like at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and
just be like, I'm gonna promote to kids because I want to make money, and that's it, right?
I'm kidding. All right, ready? You don't gotta look at it like that. There's a million people online that are social media influencers, and they do OnlyFans. Like, people that you don't even think do it. Like,
would you say that if you were to look in the mirror right now, and you see yourself in the mirror and you say, I'm proud of who I am today, would you say that or not? And just be honest with me.
For sure, I definitely would say I'm proud of who I am today.
We all expected that answer. He's the type of person who doesn't feel guilty after doing terrible things. I don't want to sound rude, but these are psychopaths who don't feel sympathy or empathy on people who became victim of their actions. It's too much of harsh words to say, but you know that's exactly what Jack Doherty is.
You know, obviously, everyone makes mistakes in life. You got to learn from them. Every time I make a mistake, I analyze what I did wrong, and I'm like, let me make sure that never happens again, because I don't want to be in that same situation.
This is a blatant lie. He promotes OnlyFans every day. He promotes gambling every day. He has now also started crypto scamming. Everything he said is just false.
Now, all right. Now, I like, this is the last time I'll say this. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but since, I admit it, you admit it, our fan base is made the majority of kids. Do you think that it would be unwise to promote gambling and OnlyFans?
Bro, I haven't even gotten a penny from this gambling deal yet, dog. Why are we still on this topic?
All right, can you calm down, buddy? All right.
No,
I don't know why. Wait, were you just? Wait, all right, please tell me you were just kidding there when you got angry, right? Were you just?
Nah, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting angry, bro.
I hope you're just kidding, right? No. How about you back up? You're getting a bit close. I can see your.
I'm gonna get my security guard, dog.
He says that he's gonna get his security guard because he literally does stupid things around people and hides behind his security guards when they get angry. There are multiple instances when he has done it. He mocks people, and when they get angry, he hides behind his security guards. Such a pathetic scumbag. Then Packgod starts doing what he does best. It's packing the shit out of people who deserve to get roasted. It's basically a rap styled roast kind of thing. You can watch this on Packgod's channel. It's pretty crazy, but I think I can't play it over here. After that, Jack Doherty just quits it and he's done for. The way Packgod addressed the situation was actually brilliant. This video should make a lot of people aware that Jack Doherty is a worse degenerate than they imagined. He doesn't reflect on his actions and he doesn't care about any wrongdoings until it pays. He was recently also scammed by a lot of rappers like Lil Baby and Polo G, who he paid $200k each. He invited them to his party. They appeared over there, performed even if they didn't want to, and left with a bag, even without caring about Jack Doherty or the audience over there. So basically, Jack Doherty got scammed by these rappers. He definitely does deserve to get scammed and should pay prices for the actions he do. What do you guys think about the Packgod roast? Was it crazy? And did Jack Doherty learn his lesson? What do you guys think about the bike crash? Did Jack Doherty deserve it? Subscribe for more videos like this, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.
Okay guys, today's gonna be the craziest day in crypto meme coin trading history. I'm very excited for today. I'm holding to $100 million market cap on live, so make sure you guys tune in. You don't want to miss it. It is gonna be crazy today.